My clients and I generate between 4 to 12 free, highly motivated seller leads every single day, on demand and with predictability. If you want the same for your business, I will share with you the secret to ranking your website to the top spot on Google and generate high quality, motivated seller leads every single day. We have developed a system that will generate high equity, motivated seller traffic reliably and convert this traffic into leads. We will show you how to avoid the pitfalls and traps so many investors run into and cause them to fail. We will also share with you a strategy how to break free of the chains that bind you paying money for leads. The second you stop paying money for Facebook ads, pay-per-click, even direct mail marketing, your leads run dry and it's game over. The only way you will reliably succeed as a real estate investor is by putting in place a system that reliably generates high equity, motivated seller leads that need to sell now. We're getting more leads in a day for free than most people get in a month. All these leads you see here came from just one website, effortlessly harvesting motivated seller leads on autopilot. You know what? Let me do this. I'm going to show you the pure power of our SEO strategies. I have opened here a new incognito window so that everybody knows that nobody is cheating. I'm going to type in a few keywords that a motivated seller will type into Google. Sell my house in Connecticut. How about cash for my house in Connecticut? And why not who buys houses? Let's see what we have. So for the keyword who buys houses in Connecticut, I rank number 1. All these are ads. Scroll all the way down. You can see here my name. Cash for my house in Connecticut. I rank number 1. Again, these are ads. I'll take the entire right-hand side of Google. It's a huge place set aside for me, for my company. And when you scroll all the way down, you can see here Gerald Norden. I am the only human being listed as a related search for the keyword that a motivated seller would type in. Gives me a lot of power and a lot of credibility. Sell my house in Connecticut. I rank number 1. I rank number 2. The entire right side of Google is mine. It's another one of my websites. Scroll all the way down, you can see my name again. There are no other human beings directly mentioned by Google. I am the only person that Google lists at the bottom of the related search results. Obviously, this is not a small thing. When people try to sell their house and they look at the results and they see my name listed there, they have no doubt that I'm real and legit. It is part of why we get so many leads. It's pretty awesome, huh? Keep watching. I will tell you exactly how to do this. Now, don't feel intimidated by this complicated looking slide. I promise you there will be no math involved here, and I will explain the only thing you need to know from this illustration. The only point for me showing this is to show you that our results are real, that what I'm going to teach you actually works. This is from a site that allows you to enter any website's domain name, which then returns information of that website's traffic. You can see how much they spend on ads and how much paid and organic traffic they are getting. So let's spy on our lead generating website for a second. As you can see, we do not and never have spent a single cent on paid ads. The green curved line represents the number of organic clicks received from our website. The blue line represents the number of clicks received due to paid ads. As you can see, 100% of our traffic is organic, as in free, highly motivated people that found us online organically. In order for our competitors to match our traffic, they would need to spend over $9,000 a month on AdWords ad. In reality, it's not even accurate. We get $9,000 worth of organic traffic. If our competitors were to match our traffic, they would get paid traffic, $9,000 worth. But paid traffic is not the same as organic traffic. Organic traffic is motivated traffic, and motivated traffic is of much higher quality with a much higher conversion rate than paid traffic. So in reality, yes, to match our number of clicks, it would cost them $9,000 a month. But to match our contract signed, it would cost a lot more than $9,000 a month. Hi, my name is Gerald Norden. I flip houses, I wholesale, I develop proven SEO strategies that deliver results, and I'm a robotics scientist that worked for IHMC, that is the Institute for Human and Machine Cognition, IIT, that's the Italian Institute of Technology, and NASA. I have applied my skill set as a scientist to crack the SEO code and translated that what I have found into a step-by-step guide how to reliably rank your website to the highest spots on Google, converting motivated organic inbound traffic into leads and in turn deals. I'm going to show you how my clients and I are generating more leads every single day most other competitors don't get in a month. This is for people that want to get into wholesaling but have no idea how to start. This video is ideal for beginner investors that want to start the right way using proven and tested strategies that deliver results. This is also for seasoned investors that want to up their lead generation game and dominate their market and competition. This is for real estate investors, flippers and wholesalers that want to work less and get more leads of higher quality for free and with predictability. One of my clients, Adam, with We Buy Houses Fast in Dallas, started with me when his business was not generating any leads in a saturated and competitive Dallas market. He was struggling and was lost in the noise. Now, he's doing deals every month and getting highly motivated seller leads for free like clockwork. He now has a predictable system for lead generation, and this allows him to plan, scale, automate, and grow his business, providing a future for himself and his family. Another one of my clients, Eric, with Premier Property Buyers, was a client of a well-known national SEO and PPC lead generation company that exclusively deals with real estate investors before he switched over to us. The moment he saw our results blasted all over BiggerPockets, he reached out to us for help. Now, he's getting leads every single day, and in fact, he recently made over $100,000 in 1 month alone using our strategies that I will show you in this video. Needless to say, he is doing quite well for himself, ranking #1 across the board for every city he invests in. He has made over $250,000 within the first 6 months he took over the #1 spot on Google. The truth is that those that are generating leads have 2 key factors in place while those that struggle don't. If you have both these things in place, lead generation becomes very easy and predictable. If you don't, you will always be struggling to get leads, and even worse, if your competitors do decide to incorporate these 2 things, it's game over for you. Let me explain this through an actual example in my market. Because we are absolutely dominating our online market, our competitors are now forced to pursue different lead generation methods like direct mail marketing, door knocking, and band signs. As you may know, direct mail marketing is quite involved. Choose a list provider, filter the list, buy the list, design your mailers, design your envelopes, get the phone number for every design to see how well each design performs, pay postage to send out the mailers. 10 to 15% will be sent back undeliverable. Then you have to skip trace the returned addresses, and then you have to resend them again. And for what? You will probably get about 10 to 25% response rate. 90% of those responses will be negative. We were yelled at, they demanded an explanation of how we found them, and demanded to be removed from our list. We had spent so much money and trouble getting that campaign on the way, and all to be yelled at. And it gets even worse, believe it or not. A significant portion of the people that received mailers from our competitors do an online search to find out more information about what that mailer was all about. Guess who they will find on top of their search results on Google with an unmatched amount of credibility? Us. So what's going on here? Well, our competitors sent thousands of mailers all over our market, making everyone aware of the existence of We Buy Houses companies. The people that receive these mailers will often do an online search to see what this is all about and if it's even real. The first online exposure they will get with such companies will be us, waiting for motivated sellers at the #1 spot on Google for pretty much any keyword a motivated seller would enter into Google. We rank #1 for any and all relevant keywords, even if the search is localized, like for specific cities. So either they think we send the mailer, or they like us a lot better because we are more credible and choose us to sell their house to. The end result is that no matter if you drive for dollars, knock on doors, or put band signs up, people will do an online search if they are motivated to sell. The #1 ranking website will get a significant amount of the competitors' lead generation efforts, simply because they rank #1. Needless to say, we get a significant portion of the leads as a result of our competitors' marketing efforts. This is why the majority of investors fail trying to get into real estate investing. If most investors do strategies like direct mail marketing, door knocking, driving for dollars, and band signs, and most investors fail, then obviously these strategies don't work. How do you expect to become a successful real estate investor when you are doing the exact same thing that 97% of investors that fail are doing? In order for you to become successful as a real estate investor and make money reliably, you need a way to attract motivated traffic and a proven system that converts that traffic into leads. If you can't generate motivated seller leads reliably, you will always be struggling to find leads and you will always be struggling to make money. Let me ask you this. What did you do in the last 2 weeks to find truly motivated sellers? See, every guru will tell you that in order to become successful, you need to make offers. If you don't make offers, you won't get any deals accepted, and you make no deals, you make no money. But if your seller is not motivated, you can make all the offers you want. None of them will get accepted. You truly need very motivated sellers or everything falls apart. You will just simply be stuck. Can you honestly say that your methods work? See, a truly motivated seller is not someone that wants to know what you'd offer for their house in cash. It's not someone that really wants to sell their house. It's not even someone that desperately wants to sell their house. A truly motivated seller is someone that is willing to sell their house significantly below market value for whatever reason or pain they may be dealing with. The key here is that they are willing to accept an offer below market value. These are the people we are after. Anyone else is a waste of time, effort, and money. As I was writing this presentation, one of my clients posted this in our Facebook group, so I figured I'd just put it in here. It's more credibility. If you are not satisfied with your lead generation efforts in any way, why are you still doing it? Obviously, there's a better way. So here's how you do it. You guys are ready? Implement our 2-step system that targets and converts motivated sellers into signed contracts. We do this with traffic and conversion. So what does the system look like? First, what is Google's only job? Well, Google's only job is to satisfy its users. What do users want? Users do a search online and want the most relevant website to be the first in the search result. So Google's only job is to bring forth the best website relevant to the specific key phrases entered into the search box. So now the question is, how does Google know which website is the best one? Well, Google gives guidelines, right? Some of the most popular guidelines are get backlinks from authoritative websites, get citations, put your keywords in, etc., etc. The mistake everyone is making, including the big SEO companies, is that they interpret these guidelines as tasks. So what does everybody do? They all run out to go get backlinks, citations, and stuff their sell my house fast keywords all over their website. So what happens now? Well, you have 3,000 investor carried websites that already look alike, smell alike, feel alike, taste alike, sound alike. And on top of that, all these sites are now going to do the exact same SEO. Why would site number 13 outrank site number 2074? It's not going to happen. So we take a very different approach to SEO. We do not care one bit about Google. We take the guidelines Google gives us and we treat them as guidelines, not tasks. We ask why. Why does Google want us to do backlinks? Why citations? Why keywords? We find the underlying reasons and then we develop our in-house strategies to satisfy those reasons. The underlying reason for these guidelines simply are to provide value to your traffic. True, genuine value. Not to suck up to Google, but to legitimately provide an unparalleled user experience. While the marketing world is obsessed with the latest SEO strategies to please Google, we simply focus on genuinely pleasing our traffic and provide a positive user experience. The result? Well, we get our forms filled. That's the whole point. A bonus, Google in turn rewards our website with their #1 ranking spot on Google. Imagine someone does a search for We Buy Houses in Connecticut, and you have two websites, website A ranking #1 and website B ranking #2 on Google. Imagine the internet server visits website A first, and for whatever reason, does not like the website, hits the back button and jumps back into the search results. Then he picks website B. Now, since website B applied our proven conversion strategies, the inbound traffic to website B loves the website. They spend 9 minutes on the website, they scroll through all the pages, they click on all the buttons, they are interacting with the website. Now something very interesting goes on behind the scenes with Google. Google realizes that website B on the #2 spot is a lot better received than website A on the #1 spot. And remember what Google's only job is: to provide value to the users. Google knows that website B gives much more value to traffic than website A, and Google will swap these websites around. Now Google will place website B on the number 1 spot and lowers website A to the number 2 spot. If the metrics and traffic behavior remain the same or improves, website B will remain number 1. Unlike backlinks that you can buy, exchange, and manipulate, traffic interaction metrics cannot be faked. Here you can see how our traffic interacts with our website. Every colored dot is where a user clicked on our website. Our traffic clicks on our links, scrolls through our pages, they bookmark our website, they read the content, and the interaction chart lights up. Google sees this and determines that our website provides an amazing user experience. By applying our strategies, there is a higher chance our forms will be filled, turning traffic into leads. Google sees that our average visit time is far superior than our competitors, and our user interaction with our website is off the charts. Google concludes that for the keywords "we buy houses in Connecticut," our website delivers far superior user satisfaction results than our competitors, and Google puts us on the top ranking spot no matter how many backlinks our competitors try to win. If you focus on actual user satisfaction and not on Google, your website will always be Google approved as long as you do it right. So now we rank number 1 on Google. Most people think that ranking number 1 on Google is the end goal. Most SEO companies try hard to rank number 1, and that is where their services end. But ranking number 1 on Google means nothing if you are not converting that inbound traffic into leads. So the next step is converting that inbound motivated traffic into leads and ultimately signed contracts. The result of executing this strategy correctly is that you will have a reliable and predictable way to generate 4 to 12 leads, or even more depending on your market, every single day like clockwork. When you have a predictable system to generate motivated traffic and convert the traffic into leads, every week you will have a pipeline filled with leads waiting for you to make an offer. But also the quality of leads the system generates is what makes the strategy so powerful. The best part is that this is not just some magic formula that just works for me. Everyone that has applied these strategies are getting leads and are sitting at the number 1 spot of Google, and if not, are on the way there. This is Adam again, at the top in Dallas with his own knowledge graph, that is that box on the right hand side in the search result, giving him a lot of exposure in the search results. Another client of mine, Brandon, taking the number 1 and number 2 spot on Google, following these proven battle-tested strategies. Again, with his own knowledge graph giving him a ridiculously unfair advantage over the competition. Imagine never again having to pay for lists or mailers. Never having to be yelled at again for sending a mailer. No more spending money for leads. Never having to knock on doors again or place and remove bend-in signs. No more cold calling strangers. In fact, people beg you to please buy their house. People thank you for taking their call. People thank you for making them an offer. Remember the 2 key ingredients that need to be present to generate leads? Well, this is what they look like in an equation. This equation, however, is very generic. Traffic could mean anything. Driving for dollars, bend-in signs, door knocking, Facebook ads, direct mail marketing. The same applies for conversion. I could point a gun at somebody and demand them to fill in the form. That too will be considered conversion, right? Obviously, that's not the way we want to do this. To make this equation apply more towards our specific case, we need to rewrite this equation as follows. Deals equals SEO plus credibility. SEO will give you the traffic, highly motivated targeted traffic ready to sell. Credibility will get you the conversions you're after. Here is the thing, SEO takes time. It takes what, 4, 5, 6 months before you rank number 1 on Google? However, unlike SEO, credibility is instant. The moment you complete the conversion strategies that we have developed, you are set. The results are instant. Now, all that is needed to make money immediately is drive traffic to your website manually using one of the paid traffic strategies we have developed. Although paid traffic is not ideal, it is however needed if you want a proven way to make money right now. This is why we have developed the forced traffic and conversion strategy. This is a very powerful strategy that will allow you to get leads immediately within weeks of starting. This will allow you to make money right now while you work on your strategies outlined in this video so that you can generate motivated seller leads for free and on demand. If you want more information about this, please feel free to reach out to me. Credibility is indeed everything. Most people think that if they are dealing with a motivated or even desperate seller, they don't need to be credible. That is why you see so many people pay for ads or do direct marketing without applying any credibility strategies. The more motivated or desperate a seller is, the more credible you need to be. People often think that if a seller is very motivated, they will pick just anyone to do business with. But I will prove this wrong right now. Here is a snapshot of our website. Every colored dot you see here represents where somebody clicks on our website. This allows us to monitor the behavior of our incoming traffic. People do not visit our website to be entertained. They have a problem they need solving, and their pain is the driving force of their motivation. When someone fills in our form, they're done. They're not going to stay on the website and keep clicking buttons and just hang out. What this means is simply this. Every click you see came from a person that did not yet fill in the form. Again, because after they fill in the form, they leave. And since all our traffic is organic, it means that they are all motivated. They took effort to find us. So this image simply represents a behavioral map of a motivated seller. We can now see what it takes for a motivated seller to fill in the form. Where they click, what they need to see, what needs to be present that drives them to fill in the form. So this alone proves it with data. But let's also find the logic behind this. Imagine you need to sell your house in a hurry. Let's say you would lose your house if you didn't sell it within 2 weeks. Would you go online and pick the first person you found? I wouldn't. I wouldn't risk him stringing me along for the ride and then disappear on me last minute. You would make sure they are legitimate. You would check their reviews. You would ask him if he really has the funds to close in cash. You would check if they actually bought houses before. You need to be sure they will actually go through with it. If you are not credible, you will not get any motivated sellers to fill in your forms. This is a fact. The reality simply is that no SEO company can do correct SEO for more than a few websites. Ranking one website to the #1 spot on Google takes an incredible amount of work to do it right. Now, SEO companies with 30, 40, even 100 clients, it's a physical impossibility to do all the work uniquely, obtain organic, authoritative, relevant backlinks for every single website. And by the way, no one would work harder on your website than you would. The reason I am untouched and steadily dominating my market is because I do it myself. No company can outperform an individual doing their own SEO. This is simply a fact. Don't be intimidated by SEO. The whole point to the system I have developed is making SEO doable for anyone, even if you know nothing about computers, web design, or SEO. None of my clients have experience with SEO, yet they are all taking over #1 spot on Google. You can't figure it all out on your own. It took me 3 years. Or we can work together and just apply our tested and proven strategies so you can become successful and make money in the shortest time possible with the highest probability for success. It is not a sales tactic when I say that we do not work with everybody. It is in my best interest that you end up on the #1 ranking spot on Google. If one of my clients don't rank #1, pulling in 4 to 12 highly motivated seller leads, and if they don't make money, it reflects bad on me and my company. To that end, I will only pick people that are a good fit, that have it in them, are motivated, have the will, desire, and the means to get to the #1 ranking spot on Google and crush it. I'm investing my time in you, a lot of my time. If you are going to give up midway, this has been a complete waste of my time and your money. You most likely will be successful if you have the following characteristics. You are fed up and tired, done with the everyday grind, and want a better life, whatever it takes. Yes, every task is laid out for you. You don't need to figure anything out, and all you have to do is execute. But it is a lot of work, and it will take time. You need to want this. You need to want this really bad. You understand that SEO simply is the best way to see yourself grow and dominate your market. You need to realize that you are setting yourself up for success. You are strategically positioning yourself and your company to be highly successful, and although we will apply strategies to make money immediately, it's up to you to get that first paycheck. Most beginners fail because they are not willing to invest in their company or themselves. They try the free lead generation methods that do not reliably get you leads. But think about it. If these free lead generation methods worked, why would anybody go for the paid ones? Patience and hard work will get you there. This is a proven system. Follow it. No shortcuts. We know you're not a computer expert. We know you know probably nothing about SEO, and you know probably very little, if anything, about website design. This system is designed specifically for people like that. People that do not know anything about it, that still want to succeed. I have spent more than 3 years working on my website, doing SEO for my website, testing my website, extracting everything that works. Everything that works, I have translated this into a step-by-step procedure. It shows you visually, with video, with audio, how to get from starting a website to ranking it extremely high, being a threat to all the bigger companies out there taking the first spot on Google. I do this with you step by step. I will check your work. It's interactive. There are a set of modules that you have to go through one by one. Each module is divided into several steps, completely laid out with direction. For example, let's say you are at step 3. All you do is you click on the assignment, a PDF will open, shows you exactly what to do step by step with screenshots. There will also be videos added. And when you're done with it, all you have to do is click on the button, says you're done. I will receive notifications telling me that this person has done this task, go check it out. I will go to your work, I will evaluate it and approve it if it is done correctly. And if it is not done correctly, I will work with you and making it better. As you can see, there are a bunch of steps here, and everybody knows that SEO obviously takes time. However, it doesn't mean that you have to wait 4, 5, 6 months to make any money. I have come up with a method called forced traffic and conversion. It's a strategy where you can make money while you work on SEO. That strategy is also included in the modules. As you can see here, it's called the forced traffic and conversion strategy. Since I do only one client per market for the SEO package, I have put all my clients in a Facebook group where everybody is helping each other out. So you are in an environment that makes it extremely difficult to fail. When everybody else has the exact same goal and everybody is very serious about it, nobody is going to let you fail even if you tried. Nothing remotely similar is out there. Not just my website is ranking #1 because of this. All of my clients that have worked the system for a while are ranking extremely high, if not #1. And feel free to check out the reviews showing this. My name is Gerald Norden. I have developed this system because I needed it. I am a house flipper, wholesaler. I own and operate Weber House in Connecticut, and I developed the system SEO for real estate investors. Feel free to ask me any questions, and good luck.